Welcome to Scrolls and Souls. Today we are talking about weapons. We're talking about the best weapons in the Souls series. This includes Bloodborne and Sekiro. So we're going to do my top 10 weapons from all the games. And before I get started, I want you guys down below, what's your 10 best weapons? The weapons that you love killing enemies with, the weapons that you just love to fucking hold and jerk off over. What are those weapons to you? What are they down below? Let me know, and let's get started with my number 10. So my number 10 is a classic weapon. It's the fucking Meat Cleaver, boys. Meat Cleaver, back in Demon's Souls, from the Adjudicator. Holy crap, I love that. That's my favourite weapon in Demon's Souls. Probably called something else other than the Meat Cleaver, I've forgotten. But then transitioning to Dark Souls, with the Butcher, attacks you in the swamp with it. And then, Dark Souls 2's got it, Dark Souls 3, with the healing effect on it as well. I love the Butcher's Knife. Butcher's Knife. Meat Cleaver. Whatever you want to call it. It's fantastic. It's a classic weapon. I just want to chop some meat off some enemies with this goddamn beaut of a weapon. Meat Cleaver. Butcher's Knife. It's coming here at number 10. So number 9 we have the Geek Saw. One of the most interesting weapons. Sure, it's a bit cheesy. Sure, you can take out loads of bosses with it pretty easily, like Ludwig. I mean, he may have helped me with Ludwig on my first attempt. But come on, how good is the fact that it's like a pizza cutter on a stick, and it's like a fucking chainsaw, and you just go, you just hold it into the enemy, and you start like seeing the blood squirt out as it's just grinding the enemy's bones to dust. Tell me that doesn't sound cool. Come on. Tell me that does not sound cool. Well, the Geek Saw, very cool, unique, interesting weapon. It's OP. Yeah, it's overpowered, but it's fun. Come on, it's a fun weapon. So it's coming here at my number 9. Number 8, we have the Grand Lance from Dark Souls 2. Holy crap, many memories with this lance in PvP. Just running at the enemy as it does those multi-hits. As it hits you, it's like... And it's pretty OP again. You make it a lightning lance and it just wrecks. It shreks people. I remember being a bell bro at the top of the gargoyle tower just running into people. It's too fun. Even like using it PvE is amazing as well. It destroys enemies. Great for bosses because anything with like a multi-hit kind of thing is good for bosses, especially in Dark Souls 2. Grand Lance. It's a goddamn lance. It's fun, it's unique, and I love it. So next up is Velkas Rapier. I was tempted to put just the regular rapier. That was English. The regular rapier here, which I love as well. Basically all the rapier. Rickard's rapier, they're all good. But I went for Velkas for the specific reason of a specific run I did back when I was getting into the game. Back when Dark Souls 1 was out, back in 2011. And I decided to do like a mage hybrid build. I did like a mage build and I wanted a side weapon just so if someone gets close I can, jab them with something. And I thought, what better than to use Velkas Rapier? And Velka, the Goddess of Sin, I was pretty sinful, stabbing my enemies in the rear with this pointy stick. And I loved it, still love it, and I really want to go replay Dark Souls and do that build again because memories are flooding back. The next one will give me some hate, probably. We're going for the weeby shit. We're going for the Shikage, which you get in Bloodborne at the top of Cainhurst Castle. Oh boy, I love this weapon. This is the weapon that I'm using at the moment in my Bloodborne run. And I just love the fact you can power it up with your own blood. And it's slowly draining your health. So you can't just hold it in this overpowered mode. You have to decide when to throw the blood away and to use it like a regular sword, which doesn't do that much damage. Or when to pump it up with the blood tinge and just go full ham on the enemy. And it destroys bosses and people. It's another overpowered weapon. Yeah, maybe I do like the overpowered ones, but fuck it, they're fun. It's just a katana, but you power it up with your own blood. To me, that sounds awesome. Pretty weeby, but fuck it. Well, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Next up, we have the Great Sword. Guts' own weapon. Come on. The Great Sword. It's a giant fucking sword that looks like Guts' sword, and you just slam it down on the enemy, and then you pull it back up. It's so good in Dark Souls 3. It's the weapon of choice in Dark Souls 3, aside from 1, which we'll get to. I love strength builds, that's my favourite build, so anything where it's like a big-ass weapon, I'm all in. I'm all goddamn in, because that's what I was grown up with. Big ass weapons, and nothing bigger than the greatsword, so greatsword is flawless. Talking about strength weapons, we have the Kirkhammer next, my favourite weapon from Bloodborne. I beat the game, the DLC, the first time with the Kirkhammer. Loads of people shat on it. It's not that good, it's too slow. Well, they obviously haven't played the other Souls games, where they use giant fucking weapons, like the clubs, with like the Great Clubs, and the Dragon Bone Smashers, and all that shit. I love those kind of weapons, and this is one of the goddamn best. You can pull out the hammer to make a sword, attack people quickly with a sword, pull it back in and smash them. And anything which flattens enemies is good in my books. And the Kirkhammer does just that. It flattens your enemies into paste. And that won't be the only one on this list. We've got some more flatteners coming up because it's fun to flatten. So next up, not quite flattening, we have the Cestus, or the Catus. Don't know how you actually pronounce it. Let me know in the comments below, because I probably butchered that. But, you know, it's just little raps on your knuckles, basically like knuckle dusters, and you're just punching your enemies. Why is that in your top 10 weapons? Well, because it's fun to punch bosses to death. And there's no better feeling than punching a boss to death. There isn't. And sure, you could use your own fists. Takes a long time. Not quite as fun, kind of more tedious. With the Cestus, you can actually upgrade them, so it feels better. Feels like you're actually, you know, doing something. So, I love it, going fisticuffs with the enemy, like, put 'em up! Like, Smelt a Demon, or fighting that with the Cestus was fun. A Fume Knight? Come on. Now that's a fun fight with Cestus. Hell yeah. One of my favourite weapons in all the games. I just want to, you know, fucking knock some teeth out. So coming into my number 2 spot is the weapon that got me through Dark Souls 1. Not the Drake Sword, fuck that. I didn't even know about that. I got it on release day. I didn't even fucking know what the Drake Sword, I didn't even know you could shoot the tail. I got the Zoehander. Of course I did. You know, we're talking about flatteners. I got the Zoehander going into the fucking graveyard. I was like, what the hell's going on? What are these fucking skeletons? Find this giant ass sword. Use it on an enemy, flattens them. I'm like, holy crap. They can't do anything. They goddamn flatten. This weapon is baller. Zoehander's been with me throughout the games. It's always there for me. You know, it's like an old friend. It's always there. Zoehander, I love saying it. Zoehander. It's great. It's amazing. It's coming here at my number 2. So, my number 1 spot is probably going to piss people off as well. It is the Fugs. The Fume Knight Ultra Great Sword. Oh, of course it is. It's like the longest weapon in the game. It's the big one. It's ridiculous. It's what Fume Knight uses. He uses this giant ass fucking sword with his little dinky fucking pussy sword as well. But we're talking about the big boy. We're talking about the big boy. Flattener extraordinaire. I fucking love it. I love it. You can just poke people with the end as well. And if you don't get them with the top, you hit them with the overhand, and it wrecks them. It wrecks them. It shreks them. It's even better than wrecking, because Shrek will come and fucking wreck them for you. Fume Knight Ultra Greatsword is my favourite weapon in the whole of Soulsborne, Sekiro, whatever you want to call it. In the whole Souls series, it's my favourite weapon. It always will be. Playing through Ashes of Ariandel, my friend, just in a dress, because I don't like wearing armour. I just wear like a fucking dress with a little crown, and I can do like flips with a giant sword and just slam into enemies. Sure, I die easy, but you don't want to get hit when you're playing Souls. So yeah, that is my weapon of choice. So yeah, it's my favourite weapon in the whole series. So, what did you think about my list? Do you hate it? Do you agree? Do you love it? Let me know with your own list down below, and we'll see you again on another video.